DBS News. Fresh in the morning, eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Dominica will bestow its highest national award, the Dominica Award of Honor, upon His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India. And the Dominican batsman Alec Athanaze is back in form in the regional Super Overs 50 tournament. This is the DBS Morning News. The details right after this.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Soft Weave bathroom tissue, napkins, and paper towels are the perfect choice for your home. Manufactured with virgin fibers, it's the quality that you and your family deserve. New Soft Weave Total Hygiene bathroom tissue is produced at high temperatures to remove microorganisms. It's pH controlled to protect your skin and produced with UV light disinfection to eliminate bacteria and viruses, providing maximum protection. Soft Weave, distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and sold island-wide. Soft Weave, quality, affordability, manufactured with you in mind.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. Our news this morning is brought to listeners through the kind compliments of Fine Foods Inc., HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited, and Petro Caribe. Here we go with our lead story. Dominica will bestow its highest national award, the Dominica Award of Honor, upon His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India. The award is in recognition of his contributions to Dominica during the COVID-19 pandemic and his dedication to strengthening the partnership between India and Dominica. Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of Dominica, will confer the award during the upcoming India CARICOM Summit, scheduled to take place in Georgetown, Guyana, from November 19th to the 21st. In February 2021, Prime Minister Modi supplied Dominica with 70,000 doses of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, a generous gift which enabled Dominica to extend support to its Caribbean neighbors. The award also recognizes India's support for Dominica in education and information technology under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, as well as his role in promoting climate resilience, building initiatives, and sustainable development on a global level. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says the award is in an expression of Dominica's gratitude for Prime Minister Modi's solidarity with Dominica and the wider Caribbean. He says Prime Minister Modi has been a true partner to Dominica, particularly during the country's time of need amid a global health crisis. In accepting the offer of the award, Prime Minister Modi emphasized the importance of collaboration in tackling global challenges such as climate change and geopolitical conflicts. Her Excellency Silvani Burton, President of Dominica, and Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit will attend the India-CARICOM Summit in Guyana from November 19th to the 21st. Other news this morning, the Dominica TVET Council will present certification to 60 Dominicans on the 18th of December. Executive Director of the Dominica TVET Council, Paula Serafin, says the council is on a drive to ensure that skills development is incorporated into the Dominican workforce.
So the Dominica TVET Council is the national training authority in Dominica. And we did a lot with certification of skills with respect to the national vocational qualifications, as well as individuals who would like to pursue the Caribbean vocational qualification, better known as CVQ. At the moment, we have a lot of activities going on. We are currently working with a CDEMA project to certify artisans or experienced persons in the construction industry as far as safer building construction is concerned. And we all know what that means for Dominica and as well as the region. And so we just recently awarded the National Vocational Qualification. So I believe that the government of Dominica has done extremely well in ensuring that young persons who have worked hard at learning relevant skills, industry-led skills, can now be certified at the NVQ level. And so we are preparing also to certify an additional 60 young persons who pursued various industry-led skills with the NVQ certification. So today we are really about encouraging young persons to pursue technical vocational education and training alongside the education stream. I see it sort of like a marriage between the two. And so skills are very, very, very important. And as the world is changing into its technological evolution as we see it, we know that skills will become even more important and relevant to our economic development.
And that's the Executive Director of the Dominica TVET Council, Paula Serafin. The Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal at the UE 5 Island Campus in Antigua, Professor Carl Robinson, has called for greater investments to deal with natural disasters. He made the call during the 26th Arthur Lewis Memorial Lecture at the ECCB in St. Kitts last night.
I think as a society, as institutions, we're just not aware, prepared, or ready enough for natural disasters. I think we need to invest in this. So Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, as part of its operational plan every year, employees here should be very aware of disasters, how to be ready for it, how to respond to it. As a bank, in your home, in our schools, our universities, these need to be things that we invest in building that awareness. I think we need to strengthen and expand early warning systems and disaster management capacity. As of inception, we benefit heavily from the volcano monitoring in Trinidad and Tobago, and that early warning, I would say, actually saved lives. I mean, I lived through the eruption in '79 as a resident in St. Vincent. And the fact that there has been so much more investment in that early warning capacity in St. Augustine, I think made a huge difference. I was very impressed, we have the country now into red zone, green zone, orange zone, how you move and how you mobilize. And I think given the neighborhood we live in, that we need to really invest heavily in that disaster management capacity.
And that's the Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal at the UE 5 Island Campus in Antigua, Professor Carl Robinson. He spoke at the 26th Sir Arthur Lewis Memorial Lecture in St. Kitts last night. Well, meanwhile, Bank of St. Lucia took the major award at the 2024 ECCU Bank of the Year Award ceremony last night. Among its awards was the Distinguished Bank of the Year. Well, the National Bank of Dominica was nominated for a few awards, and we wish them very well. Other news this morning, Finance Minister Dr. Irvin McIntyre says the economic growth prospects for Dominica are encouraging. He says some major ongoing projects will create employment opportunities for Dominicans. Dominica's economy was projected to grow by over 4.7% this year.
We're engaged in so many big ticket items that would boost our productivity as a country. So from that point of view, I'm confident that when we accomplish all of these major ticket items that we're into now in progress, and at the end of this, yes, I can see the benefits coming our way. So basically, it's a little sacrifice now. We're investing all over in all the different sectors, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm very confident, I'm very optimistic that we're going to get out from this situation. And you have to understand also, inflation is imported. We don't create inflation. With the weather systems these days, the price of insurance, the premiums have gone up. And with the freight, with all the different wars and the geopolitical issues of the world, the freight charges are up too. So these are not things dependent on us. These are imported. But nonetheless, we are doing what we have to do locally to combat the effect of such events internationally. So I'm confident, yes. What we have to do as a people is our financial management, financial literacy. We have to be able to save a little bit. We have to be able to economize. We have to be able to prioritize. We can't get everything at once, little by little, but we as the citizens, we have to play a part as to how we manage our resources individually.
And that's the Minister for Finance, Dr. Irving McIntyre. General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Later, is reporting a resolution to an issue which existed last week at the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority. Employees walked off the job for a few hours to force management to address a concern over the storage of cement, which they said caused a health risk. Mr. Later says the matter was addressed in the interest of employees.
So, for example, the employees were issued with protective equipment, personal protective equipment like respirators. The area where the cement was being stored, that is in front of the shed, at the front of the shed, that area would be hosed every morning and twice for the day, and that the cement would be removed, and while that is being done, that some containers would be stored around the cement to sort of control the wind. And that was done, so we have indicated to management that we'll continue to monitor the situation. Our shop stewards have been informed that they have to let us know what is happening so that the situation doesn't get out of hand. But as I said, that was resolved, so by 2 o'clock, things had returned to normal, and the workers are okay.
General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Later. Today is World Diabetes Day. The Dominica Hospitals Authority will offer blood sugar testing for staff and the public at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital this morning. Here is the Communications Officer in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Sheena Hari.
From 2024 through 2026, the overarching theme for World Diabetes Day is diabetes and well-being. This year, the sub-theme is breaking barriers, bridging gaps. And the Dominica Hospitals Authority will be hosting an activity on Thursday, November 14th, as part of the World Diabetes Day commemoration. So on the 14th from 8:30 a.m. in the foyer of the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, there will be blood sugar testing for staff and the general public. There'll also be educational and counseling opportunities. The public is invited to participate by presenting at the testing site on an empty stomach. Everyone is also encouraged to wear baby blue because that's the color to raise awareness for diabetes. So again, on Thursday the 14th, we'll be having testing, education, and counseling at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital.
And that's the Communications Officer in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Sheena Hari. That's a look at the DBS Morning News. Let's take a look at our major item once again, the headlines. Dominica will bestow its highest national award, the Dominica Award of Honor, upon His Excellency Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India. That's a look at the news this morning. The sports report comes up shortly.
Cooking made easy with Roberts. Purchase Roberts coconut spread, olive oil spread, or mellow cream
for a chance to win one of 4 amazing prizes: a cake mixer, a complete cooking set, a pressure cooker, or baking tins. Can you imagine butter with coconut or soybean oil combined? Nuka Pale. Boom, boom. Excellent taste, great flavor, and a healthier option. Shop now and win big with Roberts. Promotion ends November 15th. Terms and conditions apply.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed the delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with cricket news. Alec Athenaeus hit a welcome half-century to guide the Windward Island Volcanoes to a win in their regional Super 50 Overs showdown with the combined campuses and colleges last night in Trinidad. The match was reduced to 44 overs per side because of rain. The Windwards made 307 for 7, batting first. Alec Athenaeus top scored with 77, Sonny Lambris made 70, Kavem Hodge 50, and Stefan Pascal had 41. Athenaeus and Pascal shared a 127-run partnership for the opening wicket. The CCC, that's the combined campuses and colleges, in search of 308, were bowled out for 213. Jonathan Drakes made 55, Sadrak Descat picked up 4 for 48, Darius Martin 2 for 33, Kavem Hodge 1 for 28. The Windwards won by 98 runs via the Duckworth-Lewis method. Some good news for the Windward Islands, following a string of defeats in the recent days. The West Indies captain Rovman Powell says the players have to bring their best cricket if they are to get back into their T20 series with England. The West Indies are trailing 2-0 in the 5-match series. The third T20 is set for this afternoon in St. Lucia. The first ball is at 4 o'clock. Powell says the top order needs to give the team a very good start.
St. Lucia always good. It provides an opportunity for us to play good cricket. The wicket is generally a good one, probably the best one in the Caribbean. But having said that, the people of St. Lucia always come out to support us, which is also looking forward to the next 3 games. Hopefully they can come out and support us and we can start playing some good cricket.
How do you see Thursday turning out?
I think it's a case of guys have to look on it from an individual perspective, to see if we as individuals bring in enough to the table, and then we try our best to try to put it together as a team. We have areas that we definitely need to work on. So the guys are in good spirits. We had a good training session today, so hopefully come Thursday we can hit the ground running.
And that's the West Indies T20 captain, Rovman Powell. Don't miss this one, the West Indies and England. That game is set for 4 o'clock this afternoon. The sports division has named some 29 cricketers to begin training as Dominica looks to defend its Windward Islands under-15 cricket title in Grenada in December. The training camp will get underway at Windsor Park this afternoon as Dominica looks to repeat as champions. Akel Roll, Ellen Pascal, Kimron Peters, and Jaden Caesar have been selected from the Dominica Grammar School. Representing St. Mary's Academy are Gilan Bruno, Lionel Lando, Malik Coffey, and Devante James. From the Goodwill Secondary School, Zael Joseph and Jadel Regis. From the Pierre Charles Secondary School, Trevon Henry and Darren Ellick. And from the Northeast Comprehensive School, Nian Davis, Kellan Christmas, and Dante Benjamin. While Makai Paul, Jaquan Latai, Darwin Lewis, and Zedden Cornelius, they've been selected from the Portsmouth Secondary School. Representing the Castlereagh Secondary School are Dylan John, Vince Daru, Drent Ogis, Dejan Benjamin, Dylan Joseph, Jaquan Williams, Randy Bucket, Jared Fontaine, Ranji John Baptiste, and Jashon Joseph. These are the players for training camp to begin this afternoon. Some football news. The national midfielder Malachi Bonney is hoping to put his best foot forward if given the chance as Dominica gets set for its final set of games in the CONCACAF Nations League this weekend. Dominica plays the Dominican Republic on Saturday at 7 o'clock in the evening and Antigua next Tuesday as they look to remain in League B. The Middleham United midfielder, who made his debut start for the team in the last round of matches against Bermuda, says he's looking to do what he can to help the Dominica team.
Well, the preparations have been quite intense and the players are in good spirit. I sure will go outside there and give something.
All right, 2 big games coming up, Malachi, Dominican Republic and Antigua. Your thoughts heading into these 2 big games?
Well, it's a do or die. We go outside there, we play with our heart. It's always an honor to play for our country. We always have to go outside there and push everything for this country.
All right, and you were able to make your debut start in the last game against Bermuda. Just talk to me as to what was that experience like?
For me, it was a good debut. I was really happy. I was really shocked when I hear my name on the starting lineup. But I worked for that and I get my reward, and I just have to go outside there and continue showing what I can do in order for me to stay in the starting lineup.
All right, so mentally, Malachi, how are you guys heading into these 2 big games coming up? I know you said it's do or die. Essentially, we need some points if we are to stay in League B.
Of course, we understand the magnitude of these 2 games. These 2 games is games we must go outside there and prove something and show people that we can play football as well. It's not just the other team. Although they are a bit stronger than us, I would say, Dominican Republic, but we will go outside there and put our best foot forward.
National midfielder Malachi Bonney. So it's Dominica and the Dominican Republic Saturday at 7 o'clock And Dominica will meet Antigua and Barbuda next week, Tuesday, as the Dominica team looks to remain in League B. We wish the Dominica players all the best for these two massive games, Saturday at 7 p.m. and next week, Tuesday. Some more football news. The FIFA regional consultant Ian Greenwood believes the introduction of a FIFA talent coach in Dominica will do wonders for the sport. FIFA talent coach Ross Pauly is set to take up the position in Dominica in January 2025. The Dominica Football Association, DFA, has been selected as one of the first 25 worldwide teams for FIFA's Talent Coach Initiative, part of the FIFA Talent Development Scheme.
So I'll work with the DFA in terms of how we can create the full structure from grassroots, from youth development programs, from domestic competitions, women's programs, coach education. Obviously within the region there's a lot of challenges. So in Dominica, geography is a difficult challenge, getting players from A to B, being able to have grounds to develop these players on. FIFA's been doing a great job in supporting the DFA, especially with the technical centre here. But the reality is that we have to find creative ways to use the small spaces that we have to be able to put on opportunities, put on sessions for players to come and develop. So we can talk all day about the different challenges, especially within the Caribbean region. But then how can we create solutions to be able to drive? If we started looking at a few other sports, so if we look at track and field, athletics, how the region does in the Olympics, how the region does in cricket, we've got tremendous athletes here within the region. So it's looking at how can we create the best systems that might work within this country. So we can look globally at maybe what happens in North America, what happens in Europe, what happens in Asia. And there's elements from there that we can take as best practice and bring in. Obviously, we can't copy and paste. We have to develop things for the reality that we have here. But I guess in essence, it's how can we make sure that we create opportunities in the different communities for boys and girls to be able to come out and play the beautiful game. Then from there, how can we impact the coaches or the teachers that are working with those players and give them some guidance on how they can make best use of that time.
FIFA's regional consultant Ian Greenwood. So the DFA has been selected as one of the first 25 countries worldwide for FIFA's Talent Coach Initiative, part of the FIFA Talent Development Scheme. So some very good news for football in Dominica and, of course, the Dominica Football Association. St. Mary's Academy, Dominica Grammar School, and Academic School of Learning all notched up wins as action continued Wednesday in the Sports Division Secondary Schools football program. In Game 1 of the doubleheader at Newtown, St. Mary's Academy defeated the Goodwill Secondary School by 4-1 in the Under-15 division. Zane Thomas, Montel Joseph, Limari Frederick, and Che Etienne scored 1 goal each for St. Mary's Academy. Zyle Joseph got the lone goal for Goodwill Secondary School. In the other match in the Under-17 division, the Dominica Grammar School defeated Dominica Community High School and Orion Academy combined by 5-2. Giovanni George scored 2, and TJ Lewis, Javonte Hamilton, and Kaylan Flynn scored 1 goal each for the Dominica Grammar School. Aiden Lucy and Meoja Paquette scored for the Dominica Community High School Orion combined. And over at Portsmouth in the Under-20 division, Academic School of Learning defeated Portsmouth Secondary School by 3-0. Anton LaRocque scored a hat-trick for Academics. Finally, this morning, Dominica's top special athletes will be on show as the Special Olympic National Games will take place Sunday at Lindo Park in Goodwill. Special Olympics Director Ainsworth Irish says over 30 athletes are expected to take part in the Games.
Special Olympics National Games itself is slated for Sunday, 17th November, starting from 10 o'clock at the Lindo Park facility in Goodwill. This is the first time in 25 years that the Special Olympics will be hosting the Games at the Lindo Park, and we can only hope that many patrons as possible will turn out and come and see our special athletes on the field of play. Of course, we expect the Honorable Miriam Blanchard to give a brief address at the opening ceremony. And of course, the Minister of Sports, Mr. Oscar George, has already consented to be present at the opening ceremony. Mr. Brendan Williams, the President of the Dominica Athletics Association, will be our celebrity. He will declare the games open, and of course, we expect all the dignitaries to be in attendance. So, it's our 25th Special Olympics National Games. We expect some 30 athletes to be on parade as the lighted torch will grace the presence there at the games with a short little walk into the park. And certainly, we expect it to be something to remember.
Special Olympics Director in Dominica, Ainsworth Irish. The big games set for Lindo Park in Goodwill on Sunday. That too will end the DBS Morning News and Sports. We'll bring you a news update at 11 o'clock, another major news package at 1:15. On behalf of the News and Sports Departments and our link person, Hazari Williams, Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS.
.35 is the time here on your Nature Isle. Coming up shortly, we'll bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kananaga word of the day for today. Today's Kananaga word is Uwata Kimare. Uwata Kimare. That's UATAKIMARE. UATAKIMARE. And that's to work in Kananago. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kananaga Word of the Day here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, we'll bring you the DBS, or up next, we'll present your morning's weather report, made possible compliments the good folks of Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Okay, Max, if I'm going to steal Christmas this year, I'll need a smart TV to keep an eye on the who's, a smartphone to call for backup, cash, and a stove to bake this ham. Seriously, I can get all this for free if I sign up for Flow.
With Christmasing with thousands of gifts even the Grinch would love. Sign up for a postpaid mobile bundle or high-speed broadband and win big every week. Visit discoverflow.co now.
At this time, we say good morning to Dervon Matthew with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. The weather update from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for the 14th of November 2024, recorded at 7 a.m. The weather today is expected to be fair to occasionally cloudy and slightly hazy with a few showers. The current conditions at the Douglas Charles Airport, fair and slightly hazy with westerly winds at 4 knots or 7 kilometers per hour. The present temperature 24 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Fahrenheit. There was no rainfall yesterday and the monthly rainfall so far is 125.1 millimeters. The sun will set today at 5:33 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 6:07 a.m. The high tide today will be at 1:41 p.m. and the next low tides will be at 7:34 a.m. and 8:40 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A ridge pattern is expected to maintain a relatively dry atmosphere today. Low-level clouds moving with the wind flow are expected to result in occasional cloudy skies with a few showers. Additionally, light winds and daytime heating could also encourage some afternoon showers with possible isolated thunderstorms. Low levels of dust haze are expected to linger, however, a reduction in visibility and air quality can be expected. People with respiratory sensitivities are advised to continue taking all the necessary precautions to avoid complications. Moderate seas are expected with northerly swells peaking to near 7 feet, mostly along the northern through eastern coast. Small craft operators and sea users should remain on alert and exercise caution. The synopsis: a high-pressure system is the dominant feature. The forecast for today and tonight: fair to occasionally cloudy and slightly hazy with a few showers. The winds light and variable, the sea conditions moderate, and waves 1.5 to 2 meters or 5 to 7 feet. A small craft advisory remains in effect. We are presently in the Atlantic hurricane season. For more information about weather conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, you can like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, or add our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Devon Matthew.
We thank Dervon Matthew for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face, at least when it comes to your waning finances. You've got the edge, help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand. With the easiest payment plan. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio. "20 minutes before 8. Up next, we present the general announcements on your community bulletin board.
Made possible compliments the Central Cooperative Credit Union and Valley Engineering Sales and Services.
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many, many more items. These dollar stretch prices at Valley Engineering will not shock you. They will only surprise you. Why not visit us today on Google Road or at our relocated Portsmouth outlet on Bay Street? So cut costs and save with Valley Engineering's dollar stretching. And now, your community bulletin board.
Domlec wishes to inform its customers at Peshland, Maranatha Square, and Center Grand Bay that their electricity supply will be interrupted today, Thursday, November 14, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 noon. This interruption is necessary to allow Domlec to undertake vegetation management activities between Grand Bay and Peshland. Additional information is available on Domlec's website at www.domlec.dm under scheduled outages. Domlec appreciates your understanding in this matter and regrets any inconvenience caused. Dowasco wishes to inform customers in the Kananago territory that staff will be at the Sensi Resource Center from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and at the Atkinson Resource Center from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. this Saturday, November 16, to facilitate bill payments and to address bill concerns. Customers are urged to take advantage of this opportunity. They look forward to serving you, their valued customers. Dominica, or the Dominica Cooperative Societies League Limited, wishes to inform the general public that effective immediately, all non-profit organizations are required to be registered with the Financial Services Unit no later than November 15, 2024. Examples of non-profit organizations include clubs, associations, churches, private schools, social groups, fraternities, and political organizations. To register your NPO, please visit the Financial Services Unit located on the 5th floor of the Financial Center. You may also contact the FSU at telephone numbers 266-3514 or 266-3559. Registration forms and guidelines will be provided by the unit. Please walk with a valid picture ID. Applications are invited from suitably qualified individuals to fill the position of General Manager at the Marigot Cooperative Credit Union. Responsibilities. The General Manager is primarily responsible for the overall operational success of the credit union under the supervision of the Board of Directors. The General Manager operationalizes the vision, mission, goals, and policies of the MCCU by means of strategic leadership. In addition to other duties, the General Manager is responsible for fostering and maintaining amicable alliances with external partners and relevant authorities. qualifications.